Facebook. It's where a lot of our social media starts and ends. It's such an all-encompassing platform that you can spend all your social media time just getting that tickety-boo. But the many changes that Facebook keep rolling out make it feel like it's shaky ground. Brooke Vovoda of Villa Management is going to help us work through some of our Facebook issues.
Get your tissues ready for these issues. No, just kidding. There'll be no tissues necessary.
No, not today.
Not today. Not ever.
Yeah, and certainly not after our discussion about, getting Facebook working for us.
No, instead of tissues, you should get your maracas because it's a party.
Oh, my God, I love maracas. I love them. No, it seems like Facebook is changing a lot these days. Every couple of weeks, there's another notification about another change. What's going on?
Okay. What's going on? What has basically happened is Zucky, so Mark Zuckerberg, for those of you playing at home, has essentially come along and he said, guys, there isn't enough social interaction on Facebook. And that is why we created the platform. So with this new algorithm, or the algorithm's still there. It's just some updates to the algorithm to make sure that we see more interaction on the platform. So he's almost saying we've come too far away from why it was originally created and we need to get back to that. That's it.
Yeah, which is great. We all want to see what our friends and family are doing, so that's not a bad thing.
It's actually not bad. It turned the world into a spin because I think whenever anything new comes along and people don't understand it before reading, people just go crazy, and that's sort of what happened. And then before we knew it, we had this whirlwind of, oh my God, Facebook's doing this and Facebook's doing that and I can't use this and I can't use that. No, really. It just means you need to stop and check yourself as a business owner and make sure you're providing valuable content, which is what I've been teaching for ages anyway. So,
yeah, don't post crap. Well,
don't post crap.
Don't post boring stuff. Yeah,
no.
Not even crap. It's just boring stuff.
Yeah.
So now you mentioned it just then, the algorithm. And everyone always talks about the algorithm. It's a bit of a buzzword in social media land. Yeah, what is the algorithm?
It is the buzzword in social media land. Well, unofficially, the algorithm is the root of all evil. And all problems in your life, from anything to everything, are because of the algorithm. Officially, the algorithm just determines what gets seen in your feed. That's it.
And it's based on?
Well, this is the thing. So for businesses, it used to be based on engagement. Now, with these new changes and these new updates, what is happening is basically longer comments are considered meaningful interaction and they are going to be favoured. So just because your post gets, say, 100 likes, it's not going to be given a priority in the feed over a post that gets a couple of comments that are long comments.
Oh, so the length of comments as well, because I know a lot of people comment, particularly on Instagram, with a couple emojis.
That's right. So there used to be, I guess, ways that you could hijack that on Facebook by asking people to tag friends or, tag 4 friends in the comment, yada, 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 yada. I guess this is a way now that Facebook is making sure that people don't take those shortcuts. And again, it creates meaningful interaction. If you're going to take the time to write something longer than a couple of words, it's building up a conversation and it's making it social. And when you as the business respond to it, it works in your favour with that. Well, with the algorithm changes that are coming.
Because that was one of the hoo-has about one of the changes in Facebook is that because a lot of businesses use the competition model as a way of getting engagement, like our post, tag a friend, blah, 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 blah. So that kind of thing isn't going to work as well because they're saying that's going to be like spam.
I'd say they'll shift into more competitions that are like describe in 150 words or less or 200 words or whatever why you should win or something like that. Well, if they don't do it, they should.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You get a nice long comment.
Yeah.
You also get a lot more grist for your social media mill as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Find out why your people like you.
Yeah, yeah. The answers are there if you use the platform correctly.
So don't be afraid of it. Just use it right.
Use it right.
Now, another question I have, we're asking all of my top Facebook questions and queries. So I've heard, asking for a friend, sharing posts from other social media platforms, or even, for instance, if you've got your personal Facebook or another business Facebook, if you share that to your other business platform on your feed, this other post from somewhere else, that it won't be seen by as many people.
So the issue with this is that all of these platforms have advertising capabilities. So they want to keep you on that platform for as long as possible, so you see more ads, so they make more money. So when you start sharing external links, the platforms don't like that because you're taken away from the platform, you're not given as many opportunities to see ads, they're not making as much money. It makes sense when you kind of look at it like that.
Yeah, from a monetary point of view.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you've got an Instagram feed for your business, would you or should you share your Instagram post to your Facebook, or you should repost it brand from scratch again?
Yeah, so this is a really commonly asked question. And I guess my answer to this is, well, I've got a couple of conflicting answers, actually, because I'm a big believer in you do you. All right, I'd rather you doing something than nothing. But as consumers, as users of these platforms, if I know a business shares the exact same thing on Instagram and Facebook, why should I follow it on both platforms? Okay, so that's number one. Number two, perhaps if you want to share the same content, split up the times or split up the days. So I've got quite a few clients where what we do is we will create their Instagram strategy first, and then we'll monitor that over a week, say they're posting every single day. And by the end of the week, we'll have a look at their most popular content over that week, pick the top 3 posts, and then they will be the posts that we'll share on Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Facebook of the following week.
Now, would you share them directly from Instagram? No. You would create them from scratch again?
I'd create them from scratch again.
So how in Facebook do you point people to your Instagram feed without just sharing a feed from Instagram?
Just put it in the...
Just hopefully they'll find it.
Well, you can put it in your about. You can post on your feed. Maybe there's something of value on your Instagram story that you're doing that day. So like, for example, me coming and recording this interview and putting it on my Instagram story, I could write on my Facebook page that I'll be heading into RTR. If you want a live update of what's going on and you want to see what I'm up to, head over to my Instagram page at Villa Management and watch it on my story, or vice versa. You know, you could do that Instagram to Facebook. If you were doing like a Facebook Live on Instagram, you could say at 1:30 today, we'll be doing a live video on Facebook. This is our Facebook page.
Great. So cross-promoting.
Yeah, but without sounding salesy. It's not about the sale. It's just about the audience and the platform and getting your community to engage on different platforms in different ways using the features of that platform.
Next question. So they've talked about prioritizing friends and family posts rather than businesses. Mm-hmm. So will Facebook business pages have less visibility in news feeds?
Well, this isn't actually new. So I think it was June, what year are we now? Not last year, the year before, the algorithm changed because basically Facebook did a big survey of its users and users said they were sick of seeing posts from businesses. So organic reach, which is basically the number of people that see your stuff without paying for it, went down to about 2%. So basically what that means is if you don't pay to advertise on Facebook, let's say you have 100 followers or 100 likes, fans of your business page, about 2 of them will see your posts, and the rest in your feed should be from family and friends. But what this new algorithm is saying is that, yes, it's going to still include family and friends, but it's also going to give a little bit more priority to groups. So if you create a group for your business, that will get seen more in the feed, which is cool.
Yes, it is cool. Oh, okay. Right, got that.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about groups then. Yeah, because there's good ways to use groups and bad ways to use groups, and a lot of people are just creating groups based around their businesses and then just leaving them.
Yeah. The good thing about groups is that if you put up a post in a group, every single person that's a member of the group will see the post. So it doesn't work with an algorithm like a page does, that 2% organic reach that I was saying before. That's how page posts get seen. Group posts, everyone sees everything. So that's one of the huge benefits to groups. I guess one of the downsides to groups, though, as a business owner is you still have to be there. You have to be engaging in the group. You have to be monitoring the comments. You have to be responding to the comments, because if not, it's just going to die off. So it just makes your customer service look bad and you're wasting everyone's time.
And I guess you need to find, it's easy to have a Facebook page for your business. That's pretty easy. This is what I'm offering. It's a bit harder to create a group.
That's meaningful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's meaningful. It's based around your business. What can I offer? And then, you need to spend just as much time doing the admin behind that.
Totally.
Okay.
Many layers.
Yes. Now, people have been talking about that drop in visibility with the change in the, less businesses. A lot of people in the last 6 months have said, I've seen this huge drop off in engagement and people clicking on my posts, etc. Now, is this a real change, a real recent change, or just perceived?
I think it's perceived. I think we talked about this last time, but I feel like a lot of people are very quick to jump on an excuse and to look at an external factor rather than looking internally. So have you noticed a decrease in engagement because you've changed your strategy? Or have you been doing everything the same and you've noticed a decrease in engagement? Because the way that the platforms work is they want to give priority to engaging content. So you've got to change it up all the time. The times that you're posting may be different. What people are doing in their lives is different. And the platforms are growing consistently. So there's more and more and more people. And they want to always be showing you the most valuable content again. So you stay on the platform, you see more advertising, they make more money. So you got to work with it. You've got to work with it. And I think there's too many people perhaps not staying on top of it and not working with it. And then, they fall behind. But that's life.
That's it. You do have to keep on top of it. You can't just set and forget.
No.
It's not a set and forget thing.
It's not.
No.
It's not a set and forget. And I think that's where, as well, a lot of people are going wrong. Social media isn't a billboard. It's not a magazine. It's not a newspaper. It's a platform to socially interact. And interact is key in that. And that's what's starting to lack. And that's where Zucky's come along and said, hey, it's lacking in this, and we don't want to ruin the reason that the platform was created. So let's bring it back.
Absolutely. Okay, so your top tips for using Facebook that we aren't probably already doing. What are our big mistakes? What do we need to do?
All right, let's look at quality over quantity, really ensuring that your posts are valuable, really ensuring that your posts are improving somebody's day, that they're inspiring, that they're entertaining, that they're educational in some way. And I guess as a business as well, being aware of the fact that your product or service, it solves a problem. So your consumers have some sort of problem, whatever that problem is, make sure that your content is connecting with that problem, because that's going to ensure that you're engaging with the right people and attracting the right people. So that's probably number one, quality content over quantity. Number two, just responding, making sure that you respond to posts. See every post as an opportunity to open up a line of conversation and keep that conversation going. Don't treat it as, I guess, any comment is the end of a conversation. Keep it going. Talk to your community, engage with them, ask them questions. Just be conversational, because that's what the platform wants.
That's easy for people like you and I, Brooke.
Yes.
We like to talk.
We like to talk. We do.
Okay, got that. But I loved what you just said there is make sure your posts improve somebody's day.
Yeah. I put a post up last night that said, actually, I can get it. This was on Instagram because I came across it and I thought it's really interesting and it's really true. And I do notice with a lot of my clients that just, I guess, from feedback and things that they say, and this really hit home with me. It said, self-care tip, unfollow every account on Instagram that makes you feel like you need to be someone else. And I just put a comment below and I just said that as businesses, we're constantly striving to produce and share content that's inspiring, educating, or entertaining. But as women, we seem to constantly follow content that makes us feel deflated and unworthy and doubt ourselves. Why do we do that? So if you see a post and it doesn't make you feel good, well, unfollow it. And then for businesses, think about that, because you want to ensure that your posts are always making people feel good. If they're not making people feel good, you're at risk of those people unfollowing you.
Just quickly, I'm like that. Do that all the time with a bunch of people as well on Facebook.
Yes.
We do it with people all the time. Don't do it so much with businesses. But I do it with people who make me feel bad. Like they make me feel like I should be at the gym or like eating more salad or like I don't need
You
that.
don't make friends with salad.
Yeah, exactly. Dun, 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 dun. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. And no, that just makes me feel bad.
Yeah, and I think that's a big tip for businesses. Does this post improve someone's day for whatever reason? If not, don't post it.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Brooke.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
What a pleasure. Brooke Vivoda of Villa Management. What she doesn't know about social media is not worth knowing. Is that right?
I love that. Good one. I'm going to use that.
Excellent. And if there are any other topics that you'll want to hear her talk about, because she's good at that, then please drop us a line to the Facebook page, The Taking Care of Business.
Woo.
Beauty. See you next time.